Alright everybody, nice to see you again. And today we have rather bulky cook set, but this is actually one of my favourites. It's the Primus Litech kettle pot with an Optimus windshield. Now the trouble with this pot is that this lid is basically no use to me. I don't use it with anything except a lid. It's too small to be a frying pan. I'm not going to use it as a cup. So we'll just put that aside at the moment. Then here I usually have cloth just for cleaning purposes. The tripod, which I'll just get ready. I probably won't need that today. The X mug fits in here perfectly, and I can fit a small gas canister in there as well, and the stove. It will all fit in there perfectly. Now, the stove that we'll be using today for this part of the quest for coffee, the final part, is not an MSR. It was just I have one of these, I want to use it up. It's the Optimus crux, which is very handy as it fits into the scoop, the dimple underneath the gas canister for storage. Very handy. Very light gas canister, but we'll see how much we have left in that. The crux itself folds up, as you can see, for storage, clicks back in. The only thing that you have to make sure of is that you turn this back to 0 before you put it in. You always have to, it's a bad design thing, you always have to turn it there so that it will then click over and be more compact. So always remember, if you're using this though, turn it back to minimum before you put it on. It also always lets out a little bit of gas, which not all of my stoves do that, gas stoves, but this one always does. I do like it. If I'm using gas, I'll use this one. And as well as the crux, we have our trusty Soto lighter. Now, a stove such as this will suffer from the wind, which is why we have this very handy clip-on windshield. I've used this with it's an Optimus windshield, but it fits on to most small canister stoves. I use it with a small Soto that I have as well. Very handy, fits around pots. It will also fit around the fire maple heat exchanger pot that I have. Let's just see if we have any gas. Yes. Okay. First part of the video done, setting up the stove. Now we have to get on to the next bit, making my morning coffee. I'm probably a bit tetchy until I get it. Now, bear with me, I will go and get some water. We'll be boiling up the water on camera and also doing a little bit of weighing, as we have an interesting item today. Now, just for the purposes of this video, I just want to check something. As you know, I said that the lid of the kettle or pot. I don't know why they call it a kettle, but yeah, it's brewing water, I suppose. It's useless for me. 7.5 grams it weighs. No use as a frying pan unless you want one egg. I couldn't even get some bacon in that. No use as a cup. It does work as a lid, but not ideal. So I've always been looking for something that I can use for a lid for this, and Primus actually do make a product that would fit. So this is a lid, 4 grams. As you can see, it's made by Primus. It fits snugly on, reduces the bulk. If I put it on right, that is, because there is a little pouring lip there. Reduces the bulk, has a steam hole and another hole in the middle. Don't know what that's for. I'm not going to be hanging it to anything, but never mind. Means I can still boil up water and have a lid, which is always handy. And it came as part of the Primus French press cafetiere, which basically consists of the lid, a small plunger which fits inside the pot, and the mesh screen. Let's see if I can get this on with my dodgy hands. There we have it. And we'll just get rid of the scales for 1 minute. As you can see, once we get it in the right position, of course, that is a faff, actually. I did see online that people were saying that this can sometimes pour incorrectly. I wonder, I'll have to see if I can find a hack for that, if it does it. Fits on snugly, and then you just plunge it. Now, obviously we'll have to boil up the water first, then add the coffee, and we'll need to boil the water up with the lid on it. Will it stay like that or drop in? It will drop in. I don't really want to boil up my water with the mesh in it. It's one way of destroying everything. So another faffy part of this is that I'd have to boil up the water, put this together after taking the lid off. I wonder if the lid works better that way. No, it doesn't. And then add the coffee and then plunge. Now I'm going to use double the amount of coffee that I used for the drippers, as double the amount of water. We'll see how it goes. I've seen online they're recommending up to 50 grams of coffee for about a litre. It's an awful lot of coffee to be carrying, 50 grams each day. So I'll see if I can do it with a lot less, like about 20-25 grams. As long as it makes me a coffee, I'll be happy. Right, let's just pause the video for a minute, folks, and I will set everything up. Okay, everyone. We have the stove set up, 800 mils of water. I'll just put the lid loosely on it. I think that would, in the heat, that might not stay on, and that is the, oh yeah, that's probably why I've got that, to be able to get it off. Okay, I put the stabilizers on. Now we're going to boil up some water. But now, This is going to be interesting because I have to try and get this on and my pot with my dodgy hand. Now, that's it. I'll just turn it up. And we'll wait until it boils. Okay folks, as you can see, I've now got this pot on again because the lid of this melts. It's, as you can see, we've got a bit of melt there, bit of melt there, bit of melt there. That's no bloody use. Excuse my French. So basically, we can't really get away with using this as a lid. It's just a basic plastic lid. It's not. Is it food grade? Or how come it's melting? Other plastic lids that I've had on pots don't melt.